Okay, let's give this a try, you guys. I have no idea what's happening. This was on sale on Steam, and I was like, "Listen, I'm a detective. We gotta see if this is worth anything." I don't know what's going on, so I'm learning with the audience. Inspect objects and read statements to understand events and motives. Okay, tap on keywords, deduction inventory, drop keywords. Okay, you need to determine what's relevant, what's merely coincident. Okay. Okay, so we click on words and then we make it make sense. All right. Thank you. I got an achievement for clicking. Thank you. Death, murder of violence, and all that business. I like that. Okay, a manor house set deep in a country estate. A lord found dead in his study. A raft of suspects. Oh, they're on a boat. We need you to figure out what happened. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, this is classic Agatha Christie, Sherlock Holmes shit, so... Okay, a rich guy pushing up daisies and a board... Can you... Stop? Time to dig... Oh, okay. Well, already pissing me off. Already pissing me off. Okay. Eddie, as your friend more than your lawyer, I feel like I should flag that this change will not only seat Mallory as the heir to the manor, it'll mean James inherits effectively nothing upon your passing. Is that definitely what you want? Bear in mind, it's not as though that lovely new wife of yours isn't fabulously wealthy already. I'm fine to enact this if so, but just thought I should present things clearly. Interesting. Okay, Eddie's lawyer is telling him, James is gonna get nothing if you do this. See, Mallory is the heir to the manor. I mean, James inherits effectively nothing upon your okay, so James is his son. James inherits nothing upon your passing. It's not there's a lovely new wife of yours. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. A receipt in the victim's pocket details gear bought recently from some kind of fetish emporium. That caught me off guard. Don't clip that. Fetish. Whips, handcuffs, masks, some serious stuff here, which poses more questions than it answers. For example, who was the lord using this stuff with? Or did someone know about this who shouldn't? You can do BDSM stuff on your own. In my experience, cases in less glamorous surroundings than this, with less suspicious suspects, have found themselves blackmailed for much less. Okay. So, the victim bought fetish stuff, and it's possible that someone blackmailed him for it. Underneath a stiffly ironed collar and a blood-red cravat, the victim's neck bears some visible bruising. The settings of the indentations, the way the markings are spread apart, clearly lines up with where a pair of human hands would wrap around the neck. The location of the more prominent thumb indentation suggests it was done from the front. Can't tell yet if this was the cause of death, but if the victim was strangled, he saw who did it. Interesting. Fun fact, by the way, usually, what was it? Women go more for shootings and stabbings, and men go more for like strangulation, asphyxiation, because it's a closer thing. And women inherently choose more distant ways, or disconnected ways, I guess, of murdering. Don't ask me how I know. The victim lies on the floor in the middle of the room, seemingly having fallen backwards over a chair near the fire. I'm not one for judging the dead, but this is the face of someone who didn't do a whole lot of smiling. Every feature is rigid, every line... That's just rigor mortis, I think, but okay. Around the mouth, there is a smattering of a white, powdery residue, but there's no way to know what it is. This side of lab analysis, lifeless shark eyes stare up at the most expensive ceiling this side of the Vatican. Okay. A grand brick-built beast of a house, surrounded by landscaped gardens and dense woodland beyond. It must be a couple 100 years old, but it had seen better days. It's one of those places where the money is tied up in the bricks, and the bricks are deteriorating. I guess if you were inheriting a place like this, you'd be best off selling it. Don't get me wrong, the place is impressive, but it's impractical in a way only very old buildings are. And now, it's been tainted with murder to boot. The bottom half of a handwritten letter. Oh, Brazil just scored, sorry. I'm multitasking. The bottom half of a handwritten letter, half burned and ink smeared, found inside the fireplace hearth? Hearth? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's been hidden in there for a while. What I can make out of what's left reads, already been poisoned against you, but there may be time to turn things around if you change your ways. This life of a lord doesn't need to be this hideous. Fail to do so, and I will have to do something drastic. Sincerely, X. Oh no, Twitter's on his ass. Okay. A large hunting rifle lay on the floors by the victim. On the floor by the victim. I think it may have been knocked off the nearby wall during whatever happened. Looks like it's at least 100 years old. Intricately carved etchings adorn almost every part of it, making it look more like an ornament than any kind of functioning weapon. It hasn't been fired and it's not loaded. Okay, so that might just be a red herring then. I've been watching you with some interest, Detective. The eye of justice will fall upon you as it has for those you've condemned. Okay, well, I don't know what to do with that. That's weird. I don't think this... Stop! Oh my god. I'm not touching anything. This guy is just speeding through whatever the fuck he's doing. I barely saw what he did. The state of the victim's hands presents something of a contradiction and a trove of possible secrets. The soft, pudgy fingers are those of a person who's never known an honest day's work, but the knuckles look red and slightly swollen, a bit beaten up. There's a ring bearing some family sigil on the right, and a big, weighty gold wedding band on the left. The latter seems to be a recent adornment. The skin underneath it isn't any different to the rest of the finger. Okay, so he was married with this, what was it, Marjorie? He was remarried with this woman. So that makes sense that it's a recent wedding band. A brick fireplace stands grand and proud against the east wall of the study, with a stack of logs to one side and family portraits above it. The fire has gone out, but it seems like it was burning all night. Shattered into pieces at the bottom of the embers is what appears to be the remnants of a whiskey glass. No way to tell how it's got there, or when, but there are tumblers that match the glass pattern on a table in the corner of the room. A half-burned piece of paper lies on the hearth. Why did it make me say it twice? Hearth. I'm gonna say it like an Irish person. The half-burned piece of paper lies on the hearth. I guess. I don't know, I guess. There's no ID in the victim's wallet, but then the ultra-wealthy tend to not need any. What we do have is a receipt up on the evidence board, 350 pounds in pounds sterling, and a bunch of barcoded membership cards for various snooty country clubs. In among them is a business card for one Annabelle Higgins, a lawyer specializing in estates and family affairs. On the back, someone has written, "Eddie, if you forget my number again, I'm gonna shove one of these cards down your throat." Okay, Annabelle is the A in the lawyer thing earlier. Okay, we're starting to see some possible suspects. A framed candid photo of the lord and lady of the manor laughing and walking, taken somewhere in the sprawling grounds on a summer day. They seem happy. Less happy is the young boy in the background of the photo, presumably the lord's son. He sits on an old swing looking at the ground, his face gloomy, dark. Having this particular photograph framed seems odd. It's as if they didn't even realize the kid was in the picture. I feel like the CSI Miami meme with the sunglasses. It's as if they didn't even realize the kid was in the picture. Ew! Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Wingard's artisanal grocer, Sterling Manor. I'm not gonna read this. It's just an itinerary, a grocery list. Ooh, seasonal vegetable hamper. That was my nickname in high school. I'm just kidding, it wasn't. It was seasonal fruit selection, believe it or not. Okay. Grocer shopping invoice. Okay, that's January, February. Okay, rodenticide. See, this is important because I don't think that was on a January one. Oh, it was. Never mind. Oh no, it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. It isn't. Okay, so in February, somebody bought rodenticide, which is against rodents, so it's rat poison. Okay, so now what? Statements. Oh, good. Here come the voices. Don't look at me like that. I know exactly what you're thinking. Rich lord, young new wife. Writes itself, doesn't it? But Edwin and I were different. We were special. And we had a connection that people like you wouldn't understand. The fact of the matter is that I would never, could never, kill my husband. He and I may have done a great many interesting things to one another, but that's neither here nor there, and in fact none of your business. My husband is dead, detective, and I'm clearly very upset. Why don't you go and bother someone else? Okay, so she's the one who got ball-gagged and handcuffed, I see. Alfred Novaks.
I've been Lord Sterling's butler for over 30 years, so to be considered a suspect in all this is frankly insulting. In all the years I've worked here, I've only ever been the very personification of the 3 Ps: professional, punctual, and polite.
Note, Mr. Novaks then mumbled something about a 4th P, but it wasn't intelligible. Ooh, what could it stand for? Penis.
I've served this house through many changes. The new Lady Sterling, for instance, and her interesting hobbies, which I shan't go into. But Master James trumps all. Whether he ends up owning this estate or not, protecting young James is my #1 priority.
Interesting. Okay, the lawyer. If I had a penny for every time one of my clients ended up getting themselves killed, I'd be an even richer woman. But then that's what you get for exclusively dealing with old money types. But the thing of it is, Edwin wasn't just a client. He was my friend. And he had been since our school days. So no, of course I didn't kill him. He wasn't a perfect man, but who is in this day and age? Look, if it's useful to you, I have some letters that cover some recent updates to his will. But anything further and you'll need a warrant. I learned a lot about Edwin over the years, but those secrets die with me. Ooh, I bet they were having an affair. I bet. Okay, I ran out of voice. Oh, okay, a kid. Let me see.
My name is James Sterling, and I'm 11 years old. I didn't kill my father, and
Oh, no, wait, he's British.
My name's James Sterling, and I'm 11 years old. I didn't kill my father, and I don't know who did. This whole thing has been scary and very sad.
I don't know what accent I'm doing.
But Alfred says everything's going to be okay, and I trust Alfred.
It's gonna turn out to be Batman.
Father's new wife, Lady Mallory, keeps saying she feels belittled by Alfred, but I don't know what that...
Wait, I'm doing Peppa Pig, I just realized.
But I don't know what that means, and I don't know why she would have a problem with Alfred. This is my little brother George. He's only ever been really nice to me, and people aren't always nice. Can I go now?
Note, the boy started rubbing his arm as though he was in some pain. Interesting. Okay, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, I would say. Lawyer lady sends him a message saying, listen, if you're gonna write your whole will back to your new wife, you're gonna cut out your son. Is that what you want? Alfred is protective of the kid, so Alfred kills him in order to keep the will as is. And she's mad. This is Mallory. The eyes of justice will fall upon you, and it has for those you've condemned. Yeah, I know. Yes. I think the butler, did he sign off on this at all or something? Unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am. Receipt, £350 sterling, and a bunch of barcode memberships. Okay, that's just the... I've been poisoned against you, but there's oh, wait, do I gotta click these things? Oh, okay. Hold, please. I forgot. I'm dumb. Fetish, blackmail. I don't think he was strangled. I think he got... I think he got poisoned by
The butler. The butler did it. Alfred did it.
I think so. No. Stop. Thank you. I think the wife... Oh, but there's two options here, isn't there? There's two options, because I think it's either could be the wife being like, if you're gonna give it to your son, I'm gonna not get anything. But he was gonna give it to his son, because he was gonna change his will. Did I get everything? Okay, so neck strangled, but that is probably BDSM stuff. I'll be so honest. I think the whole reason why they put the whole fetish thing in is because this is probably a red herring towards that. And he was smattering white powdery residue. Okay, well that's the pesticide or the rodenticide. And then hands beaten up. There's a ring bearing some family sigil. Okay, recent ring. He's poisoned. There's a fireplace. The fire's gone out because they wanted to get rid of that evidence. This is him and the new wife, and they don't care about the son. So, son... No, wait. There's no Alfred. Did I miss one? I missed one. Because it has an empty space. There's just an empty space. There's nothing. Oh, Phil Collins, I wish you were here to solve the mysteries with me. Okay, this is nothing. Sorry, I might be going a little fast visually, but I'm just making sure that I get everything. Did I get all of them? What is the professional, punctual, and polite, and protective? To me, that's the thing. The fourth one is being protective over the kid. So let's say Lord was poisoned by his butler to stop his wife from inheriting money? Where is his name? I need his name, I feel. What is this too? Like, why can't I click any of this stuff? Or is it just, okay, it's just what part of this matters. Okay. I've gotten everything. Huh? Okay, that means that I'm not correct. This is the only name that's in there. Or is the name Sterling, the last name? We heard any place like this. Sterling Manor. See? And then they put pound sterling. Okay, I see. I know what it is. Lord Sterling. Where is it? Lord Sterling was poisoned by his butler to stop his wife from inheriting. Wait, but what? Hang on. Yeah. Because he was going to change the will, just to double check. He was going to change the will, but hadn't done it yet. I'm fine to enact this if so. Okay, so the will hasn't been changed yet, which means that the butler killed him, so the old will would be there and everything would go to James. To stop his wife from inheriting... Is it money? It means James inherits effectively nothing upon your passing. Is that definitely what you want? It's not as if this lovely wife of yours isn't already fabulously wealthy. I kind of wanted this to be like the manor or the house or something. But I don't think that's here. So let's try. Hold my hand. Fuck. Can I not see? How much did I get right? 3 or 7? 3 out of 7. 3 out of 7 are wrong? Fuck. Okay, I mean, then I guess it would be wife to stop his son from inheriting money. Huh? What the fuck? Huh? Oh my god, I suck. Lord Sterling was aunt by his aunt to stop his aunt from... Okay, Lord Sterling is right. And inheriting it is. And he was poisoned, I'm pretty sure. What's the alternative? He was strangled, but that was BDSM, so... He was poisoned by his butler to stop his wife from getting Lord Sterling was poisoned by his butler to stop his wife from inheriting money. That's, I mean, it's either the butler poisoned him to stop the wife, or is either the wife killed him to stop his son inheriting money. Huh? Okay, so that's definitely not it. I think it's these 3. I think everything else makes sense. The gun was a red herring. He's only 11. He shouldn't know. The kid didn't do this. The kid's 11. Okay, give me a hint. Fuck it. I thought I was gonna be smarter than this. The Lord and the Lady were in some pretty kinky stuff. I mean, yeah, but... Yeah, that's completely irrelevant. So he wasn't strangled. That whole strangled stuff was erotic stuff. In my head, at least. What am I missing? Okay, let's read the thingies. I'm sorry, the fucking butler did it. It was the butler. 500% sure. To stop his wife. And then everything else, okay, fine. Let's see. Stop his wife from getting... No. Thought I was onto something. I don't think the whole beat and strangled stuff has anything to do with it. So... Getting money? Two or fewer are wrong. Okay. Lord Sterling was poisoned by his butler to stop his wife from getting Oh, I was so close. Okay, it's not the lawyer. For a second, I thought, like, wait, it's brilliant. It's really not. Son from getting belittled? Fuck. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Getting beaten? Oh! She beat the kid? She beat the kid. Son with suspected injuries, red marks on... Oh, wait! Lord Sterling was a nasty piece of work in the fatherhood department, routinely beating his son with no rhyme or reason. Strangle marks on the victim's neck looked pretty suspicious, but the evidence showed that the lord and lady were no strangers to a bit of red... See, that's what I thought. Besides, the wife had no motive. She was already wealthy and seemed to genuinely love the guy. Red poison is a sneaky addition to the shopping list, and a note from the butler threatening him over his behavior. But Alfred Novick's clearly in the frame. He may have protected James from further beatings. Oh, technically I kinda got it. I say as I didn't get it at all. Fuck, that was good though. That was fun. I didn't get it quite cleanly. Next one, I promise I'm gonna do better. Look, we have a lot of them to go. Let me know if you guys want more of this. I like this game. I like it. See you guys in the next one. Did you get it? I bet you didn't.